Hi guys, I'm back with another video. In my previous video I talked about some basic terminologies and some examples of probability, and today I'll discuss some more basic examples of probability. So let's start with example 1. First we will recall the probability formula, which is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So in this example we have 6 balls in a bag. So the total number of outcomes are 6. Three are red, 3 red balls, 2 are yellow, 2 yellow balls, and 1 is blue, 1 blue ball. So what is the probability of picking a yellow ball? As we can see that we have the probability formula, which is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So for the probability of picking a yellow ball, we have number of favorable outcomes, which is 2, as we have to find the probability of yellow ball. So it is 2, which will be divided by total number of outcomes. So here we can see that we have 6 balls in a bag, so the total number of outcomes is 6. So the final probability answer will be 1 by 3. So it is 1 by 3. I hope this is clear. So let's move to the example number 2, which is we throw 2 dice at the same time. For that we have to find 4 sub parts. First is what are the possible outcomes. Second is probability of occurring same number in both dice, probability of 6 in first dice, and probability of sum of both dice is 8. So first we will find out the what are the possible outcomes. So here I have made a table. You can also do it by yourself, like you will make a table of 1 to 6 in row from 2nd to 7, and similarly in 6 columns we will write 1 2 3 4 5 6. So we have made this table for the calculation of total possible outcomes, or we can say that for all the possible outcomes, as 1 of one dice, first dice, and 1 of another dice, 2 of first dice and 1 of another dice. Similarly, like if we see for the 4 is the number in first dice and 3 is the number in second dice. So similar way I have made a table from 1 to 1, like smallest number in both the dice, to 6 and 6, like largest number in both the dice. So let's move to the part 1. What are the possible outcomes? The total possible outcomes, as in my previous video I have already told the formula of to find out the total possible outcomes, which is if we are making we have 2 different ways and 2 different events, like K1 K2. So we will multiply both those different ways and find out the total possible outcomes. So here similar we have 2 dice, so it is 6 possible outcomes in one dice and 6 possible outcomes in another dice. So it will be total 36. So these are the total possible outcomes, 36. Let's move to another question, part 2 of this example, which is find out the probability of same number in both dice. So through the table we can find the same numbers in both the dice. As we can see, we have 1 1, 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5 and 6 6. So these are the only possibilities of getting same number in both the dice. So for the probability of occurring same number in both dice would be 6 by 36, which is 1 by 6. So it is 1 by 6. And for better explanation, we can also write all these possible numbers like this. So let's move to the part 3 of this example, which is probability of occurring 6 in first dice. And in the table you can see that we have assumed this to be the number of first dice and these to be the number of second dice. So if we can see we have 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5 and 6 6 with 6 in the first dice. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 numbers. So for this we will write probability of 6 in first die 6 by 36, as the favorable outcomes are 6 and the total outcomes are 36. So it will be 1 by 6. So it is 1 by 6. And these numbers are 6 1, 6 2, 6 3, 6 4, 6 5 and 6 6. Now let's move to the part 4 of this example, which is probability of getting sum of both dice to be 8. So it means that the sum of both the dice, like if we have 4 and 4, the sum of both dice 4 plus 4 is 8. Similar way we have to find out all the possible numbers in the table which have the sum of both dice is 8. So let's find out those numbers in this. We have 2 6, this is 8, 3 5, this is also the sum of 8, 4 and 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, then 5 plus 3 is 8, then 6 plus 2 is 8. So it is 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let's write here possibility of getting sum of both dice is 8 is equals to, as we have seen that we have 1 2 3 4 5 total possible outcomes. So we will write 5 the favorable outcomes and divided by total number of outcomes, which is 36. So the answer would be 5 divided by 36, and the sample space would be 2 6, 3 5, 4 4, 5 3 and 6 2. So we are done with the second example also. Now let's move to example number 3. Which is, what will be the probability that a leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays. So in a normal year we have 365 days. With 7 days comprises a week. So if the number of weeks in a normal year we will calculate, so the number of weeks would be 365 divided by 7, as we are counting the number of total weeks in a year. So 365 days in a year and we have 7 days in a week. So 365 divided by 7, it will be 52.1, which is 52 weeks and 1 day. So these are 52 these 52 weeks will conclude from Sunday to Saturday, and this one day could be any of these days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. So this one day could be any of these days. Similarly, when we will see this for a leap year has 366 days. So if we will divide this by 366 divided by 7, like we have 7 days in a week, so it will be 52.2, that is 52 weeks plus 2 days. So here we are left with 2 extra days. So to know about these 2 days, we have these possible days. These could be Sunday, Monday, Monday or Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, Wednesday and Thursday, Thursday and Friday, Friday and Saturday, or it can be Saturday or Sunday. So for the requirement of the question, we need to know about the Sundays, like in which leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays, right? So in these possible days, we have only 2 sets where we have Sundays, right? Like Sunday, Monday and Saturday and Sunday. So according to this, our favorable outcomes would be 2, that is Sunday, Monday and Saturday, Sunday. And as we can see, in this we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the 7 possible outcomes. So we have total possible outcomes 7 possible outcomes. So with the demand of the probability formula, we need the favorable outcomes and the total possible outcomes, as the formula says that the total favorable outcomes divided by the total possible outcomes. So to find out the probability that a leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays is equals to 2 divided by 7. So yes, 2 divided by 7 is our answer for this question. Let me just explain you it once again, that it is asked about what will be the probability that a leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sundays. So in a normal year we have 365 days with 7 days comprises a week. We always consider a week of 7 days. It is the basic. So number of weeks in a normal year would be 365 divided by 7. So that is 52.1, which is 52 weeks and 1 day. And which this 1 day could be any of these days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. Similarly, when we will do this for a leap year, like we have leap year which is of 366 days. So in 366 days, similar way as we have done in this, we will divide the 366 by 7. Like we have to convert it into a week. So 52.2, that means 52 weeks plus 2 extra days. So these 2 days could be any of these days. So the possible days could be Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Thursday, Friday, Friday, Saturday or Saturday, Sunday. So according to these possible days, we have 7 possible outcomes. So these 7 possible outcomes are recorded now, and in these 7 possible outcomes, we have to count for the Sunday as per the requirement of the question. So Sunday or Monday and Saturday or Sunday, in any of these 5 we can see that there are no Sundays. So only in the first one and in the 7th one we have Sunday. So we will count only these 2. So we have 2 possible outcomes for Sunday, and we have 7 possible outcomes. We have 2 favorable outcomes for Sunday and 7 possible outcomes, total possible outcomes. So we will write it as favorable outcomes 2, which is Sunday, Monday and Saturday, Sunday. The total possible outcomes are 7. So probability of getting a leap year selected at random which contains 53 Sundays, it is 2 by 7. I hope you guys understood all these 3 examples, and this video is not that I hope you guys found this video useful. Thank you for watching.